Telegraph ruins from here.
I'll have a look again. I can't.
How we going, mate? Good morning.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep, pal?
Bloody well. Bloody well. How about yourself?
Yeah, good. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of a backstory. For the last 3 nights, you've been trying to do these night lapses.
Trying. I've been succeeding.
Tell us the story behind all that. So first night, it was the dunes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the dunes. It was one I was really hoping to nail, but I was lazy and put it on auto.
Yeah.
That's the only one that actually went all night. So I had 11 and a half hours worth of black screen effectively. The first couple of hours just really dark sky, and then the wind blew the GoPro over. And had another good, 9.5 hours worth of sand. Black sand.
And then
very artistic. The last 2 nights, for whatever reason, my external battery pack has not been powering it, so it's been running out of power. I don't know how long it's been running for. 2 nights ago it was 20 seconds worth of time lapse, which is probably 4 hours or something like that. And then last night it was 14 seconds. So it's progressively getting worse.
But there's the picture quality getting better.
The picture quality is getting better.
The lens is the right way up.
Yeah, well, it's facing the sky. But I've been, like last night I did it for 30-second shutter, long exposure.
Yep.
And it's basically a series of short videos over time rather than doing one long constant one. And the night before I did it at 15 seconds.
Yep.
And basically the same settings, except the shutter at 15 seconds open for. That one was still pretty dark, and then last night doing the 30 was quite bright. You can see all the stars moving, they're a lot sharper.
Yeah, I did see that.
It's much better quality.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, I've just got to figure out why my power system's not working for it.
Well, that's good. We've got plenty of nights still to go. But I was going to say, guys, so you've got 2 Instagram handles. So you got Travelling Tomo.
I just recently
I'll put
changed
it up on the screen. Yep.
So
okay, go on.
It's now the Bearded Tomo.
Yep.
For obvious reasons.
Yep.
And then I got my birding account, which is West Oz Birding.
Yeah, good. I'll put it up anyway because you got to go and check out his bird photos. They're freaking incredible. I'd like to get a couple framed.
20 minutes on about 280 degrees.
They
come out beautifully.
Oh shit, dude, you're a laugh. All right, we'll get packed up, eh?
Yeah, back on the road.
Let's do it, buddy.
Get some K's in today, eh?
I love it. Well, good morning, guys. An absolute beautiful sleep last night. How'd you sleep, brother?
Yeah, bloody awesome.
Really good. It was a still night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was dead silent.
Yeah, so basically after we saw the jetty, I just wanted to sign out and just take the afternoon for us, We had a real nice afternoon. We were all a little bit tired too, weren't we?
Yeah, did a bit of driving yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
Into it early.
But it was a freaking good drive.
Oh, it was good fun.
You and I were a little bit tired too, eh? Yeah, we stayed up till like, 1:45.
Yeah,
it was early morning.
It was definitely the day after.
Yeah. I didn't sit down with Brownie yesterday and sort of tell you guys where we were going to go because it was quite obvious. And yeah, sorry, it was. We were tired again.
Yeah,
tired.
Too.
But I've got him this morning. I got the big fella this morning. We've come up with a bit of a plan. So first off, we were going to spend 2 nights here, weren't we?
Yeah, we were going to hang around for 2. Have a muck around in the area, look at all the old telegraph station huts and bits and pieces. And then,
which we will still.
Yeah, and then we're going to see how the beach was after dropping onto it yesterday. And
rock hard, wasn't it, brother?
Yeah, it was awesome. That was a killer little spot. So, but we'll see how we go today.
Yeah, so we've gotten restless. Basically, I've got this thing where I like to sort of just try and dot my way back to my destination to shorten the drive. Always done that, and Brownie's so bloody easy going. He's like, yeah, no worries, I'll have a look at some other spots. And we found another spot around the Duke of Orleans general area. We've found a spot that looks potentially good.
Yep.
So how can you remember, or a ballpark, how long we've got to go today?
At a guess, probably that track probably do another 3 hours on.
Yep.
I reckon 3 to 4 hours, depending how
many tyre stops.
Yeah, tyre checks.
Tyre checks.
Puddle walks
Filming.
we do this time as well.
Do you reckon it'll be wet, dude?
Well, it'd be interesting to see. Like, that was the wet part last time we come out that Salt Lake.
Yep.
On the way out, had a little bit of mud about it.
Yep.
And the whole track was bulldust, and pretty well 90% of the track we've driven so far has been water.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it? So you reckon it might be a lot of the same?
Yeah, I reckon we could do the same.
I'm very happy.
I'm not complaining.
I'm
about.
fine
That's
with
good
that.
Fun. So,
What else could we expect today? Can you remember much about along that Fisheries Road, is it?
yep. So the track turns into Fisheries Road.
Yep.
And it's pretty easy drive.
Yep.
Nothing too hard. A couple of little washed out spots. So, but we'll cover that ground.
Yeah.
Pretty easy, I reckon.
Yeah.
Be a nice cruisy drive.
And hopefully we were looking at pictures of this spot and it looks quite promising, but we don't know. Awesome. You never know. And I notice around this area a lot, especially as we get closer to like National Park and all that shit, it's like a lot of gates.
Yeah,
a lot of,
there's a lot of areas closed off.
Yeah,
like national parks, and
it frustrates the hell out of me. But there must be a reason for it.
Yeah.
So it's funny, guys. Just Jared just reminded me by turning his compressor on. We were talking to the guys about so along this the extent of this trip, you would have seen Jared using a Milwaukee cordless chainsaw, and then you would have seen Tomo using a cordless Ryobi chainsaw. Now, one thing that Jared's done, and one thing I do at home, especially because I got the Ryobi cordless drills and shit like that, is buy everything around that one brand. And Jared's exactly done that. Being a chippy, a roof chippy in normal everyday life, I wanted to show you this just quickly. It's a Milwaukee cordless compressor. Just before I do the run through on his, I'll show it extensively on the run through, but what a great little idea, because you find that the batteries for these things are the most expensive out of everything. So it's good to sort of build up a bit of a library. He's actually got two of them, two of the compressors, one in each side, because he needs something quite powerful, and it's quite impressive how much power that little thing's got, you know? Insane. So before we head out and see the telegraph station ruins, Brownie's taken us on a little loop track that shows you a couple of these small, cottages and ruins around the joint around Israelite Bay. So you've got these beautiful big whale bones there, and that's exactly what Brownie wanted to try and spot this trip as well. So. And you got this beautiful FJ40, probably been sitting there for years and years. I don't think you can camp here at all, but I think it's just a nice little thing to see. Old limestone cottage, an old tin roof, absolutely beautiful. And it's actually kept in really good nick. I think it might be used for some sort of caretaker duties. So we'll be nipping off around the loop track and having a look at, there's a little grave site there. And then we'll move on to the telegraph station. Got the old Max Trax holders, Jazz, reckon? Hey, they're not going anywhere, are they? Nah. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, someone's been having some fun in here.
Thank you.
So I've seen this telegraph station in a heap of other videos, and I tell you what, you have to come here for yourself. I am absolutely gobsmacked at the detail and the beauty of this place. I thought it was more ruins. It really sort of is not ruins. It's just missing its roof, but everything else is still in immaculate condition as far as I'm concerned, you know. Like the limestone work. Being a brickie, I can actually really appreciate it, and it's nice here, and they got the chimneys, and it's all properly done, and it's absolutely beautiful. You got the mouldings around the windows, the letterbox slots on the front, like the underground storage for and Kip, you know, I obviously not smart enough, my little head to think, oh, I wonder what that was for, you know, and Kip's like, nah, think about the year that it was, you know, it was early 1900s, so no fridges, nothing to keep it cool, so it was cool storage for underneath for meat, milk, everything like that. And I tell you what, the people who have done this, I never take the time to actually think about what they might have gone through, and it would have been bloody hectic. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time having a look at all the nooks and crannies. Wow. Insane, like all the door frames, the footings, it's just absolutely beautiful. Now it's sort of inspired me to go back into reception and Google what this was looked like in all its glory, you know, when it was first built. So the location of it alone is insane. I don't know, I don't really know what else to say. It's just so absolutely beautiful. I'm so glad we made the remote trip to come out and see this, because on this trip, I was actually talking loosely with Andrew Marr about coming down here, and then I got the invite from Brownie. And I'll tell you what, Brownie, when you watch this, thank you, dude. I'm so glad that I take these opportunities, because this is this is a little bit life changing for me. It's just been so beautiful and incredible. So, Kip, what does this say, mate?
Are you a vandal or just a fool who defaces old buildings? I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
Yeah. What do you reckon that's said for?
I wonder.
Yeah, you go inside, I'll show a tiny bit of it. The amount of shit drawn on the wall by people.
It doesn't matter where you go, there's always graffiti of some nature, some sort of damage.
Luckily, it doesn't take away the character of the building though, you know. Brownie, this is your second time seeing this now. Shit, man, you really underspoke it to me.
Yeah, well,
it's really nice.
It's crazy how much we got from last time coming here to
Oh, good, man. So it's a bit refreshing for you? Yeah, good stuff. Absolutely beautiful. How many chimneys is there? 4? There's a couple more in there.
I think there was 2 on each.
Yeah.
I think I can see 3 from the distance. I don't know if there's one falling down or something.
We'll soon find out anyway. The old drone footage got it.
Hey Pete, there's a kangaroo just here on my left as you come around.
So that there, I think it was called Israelite Hill. That's been the best view of the trip so far. And I was saying to the guys that there was a nice cool breeze blowing through from the ocean, and it just changes, depending on the weather, it changes the whole experience that you'll have here. If it was hot up there, you'd be covered in flies, and there's a few March flies as well. But that little bit of breeze keeps it nice and cool, keeps the sun keeping you nice and warm. And it's just absolutely awesome. So now onto the original plan, which is keep going down the old telegraph track and see what we see along the way, and make our way towards that camp later on. Always allowing for a plan B, just in case there's gates, as we mentioned, you know, it's quite common in this area. So, or we were heading anyway, but we've got the next sort of 80 to 90 Ks untouched type of thing, and then we'll start entering national parks possibly. So we've just come up to this little section of track where the main track that used to be, it's so eroded and washed out that it is absolutely impassable. So I'm just there's a track that's been built around it, so I'll film the boys coming through it, but even that's not even the flashiest, as you can see. No worries. Yeah, fun. Yeah, it gets soft down that middle, doesn't it?
Can't get any speed. Could be fun.
Yeah. Maxis? Maybe a tiny bit of... So this was the interesting one that I wanted to show, just because Jared's got like a fair bit wider wheelbase than us, so he's obviously pushing straight against a flat wall there, and it's hard to get momentum, and it's so soft in the middle there. So what we're going to do, this is a perfect opportunity to show you these bloody recovery boards that he got. They're just like a big set of max tracks for these larger trucks, but you got the idea. Your dad and your uncles, eh? Yeah, they're house transporters and they use them on the big trucks, you know. So for anyone who wants to see like this fully bogged down to its axles and get out with those boards, yeah, there's a Patreon video, like a full-length Patreon video where we got stuck in the dunes, but nothing to worry about at all. But I find these situations fun, and they're good to learn as well. Like, you know, I never stop bloody learning. So what we'll do, guys, we'll sort of just dig this away a little bit because his tyres are sort of running up this run here. Yeah, mate, have a bloody rest, eh? Yeah.
think, but you could be at work right now, mate, mixing double.
Yeah, it's making me think of it.
Yeah. Once you get here though, Jared, it was pretty hard, mate. It's crusty and hard. You just have to keep high right, mate, as the best you can. But I think once you get through that section there, you're probably going to be okay, mate.
Alright, here we go. You can't mark there, don't you?
Oh, you're here at the right time, ain't you, mate?
Got some essentials.
We need the whole back thing dug out, so good on you. Thanks for coming.
No worries. Give us a couple of hours.
We're going to have a couple of beers, mate.
About 20
Don't
Need a
take the
warm-up
piss, mate.
bit
We need
first.
this job done real quick, okay?
Yeah,
Don't, yeah, no invoices.
I'm paid by the hour, not the job. What'd you do your leg, mate?
Hey?
That'll work.
Oh,
Yeah.
bit of claret.
Bit of claret there, mate.
Carnage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was. I think Pete kicked me.
You totally just used that as an opportunity to cock your legs up, didn't you?
I did, mate.
I'm not
10 sec
complaining. I don't mind it.
Volunteering as a
I honestly reckon Brownie's over there just trying to look busy.
yeah.
There was nothing on that shovel, man.
What's up, mate? All good, mate?
Here we go. Go, mate. Go on. Well done. Ah, come on, Jazz.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Come on, Jazz.
Few maxes in there.
Yeah.
Oh, how's that?
That's a decent angle.
This angle's decent. We'll probably need to do some digging there.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Jared? Just waiting for a mate?
Hey?
Up there, mate.
Oh, can he come back a tad?
Yeah, hold up. We'll throw
Hold
a
on,
max
throw
track
it.
on the back.
Throw
I'm just
the...
going to throw a max track underneath both sides.
Just seeing if I can level it out a bit better.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah,
If I go back, flatten out and I can put a different line.
hey, you'll at least go onto the
Brownie.
max track and then we can build it up.
You go right hand down, and this side goes high up, and you drop back down to the level. Just go back to that and see how it play out.
He's going to keep going up if he...
Go forward as up. Keep going.
Get a max under here first. Get a max under here.
Go right hand down. If you can, I don't know if it's going to let you turn.
You want to throw a max under here? Some traction or what do you want to do?
Can't turn,
You're just spinning here, mate.
but can he spin right? You see, his only reason he's spinning is
If
from
he
that
starts
left, so
heading
it
back,
goes
will he level out?
Not from there, he won't.
So stick that back toolbox straight into that bank now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Probably maybe this
Sides this on there.
Yeah.
Right, so we've levelled that out now. Well, a lot better than it was. We've got the winch hooked up on the other side on Brownie's car. And we're just repositioning all the tracks and that. And basically, as you can see down here, got those boards that'll self-level it. So Jared's saying he doesn't even care if he ends up back there again. And then we can prepare the whole track just to get out. But we'll keep going anyway.
So I'd really like to do a bit more digging and try and get this max track under here.
Or a max track, even move that other one under there.
Yeah.
So what we're doing here, while we're digging that side under the truck turned off, Jared's diesel pulls from this the tank on this side, and what's happened because it's on the angle, all the diesel's gone to the other side and it's run out of fuel. So we've got the one chance to do this.
Quick being a mechanic.
On you get.
Come on, Jared. Driver out.
Get right here. No, you're right. You're probably not right.
One more to the side there. Now hold on, Joe. We're still digging deep and dirty. We've got to get those tractions up front wheel, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Okay, hold it there. How far do you want to go? Just hold on a sec. I'm going to say for you, how far do you want to go? What are we going to do here?
Jazz, did you let a sigh of relief like I just did?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Well done, boys. Well done. Now we're going to get back out.
Yeah, fun part.
Nah, Brownie, keep going like that. He's nothing but a good helper.
Shower last night, but I have another one.
Yeah.
Fucking maxi truck on.
Yeah.
Got a bloody council worker over there.
Put a couple of maxi tracks on, then that black rubber to cover it, and then we won't fucking bury that.
Yeah, mint.
Yep. That's my contribution.
You ready? A couple of fucking maxi. Worker, supervisor, safety rep, union rep.
You gonna sink again a little bit? All good. Right there.
Go, Jared,
There you go.
Go on. That's it, buddy. Yay! Hold on.
Freddie's like, oh, okay, I'll let it out. So that was a bit of a sigh of relief, I think, by everyone. That was a good effort. At least you know how you can sort of get that out if you ever got into trouble. Joe was sort of saying, you know, if you didn't have any of us there, you just dig for 3-4 hours.
Yeah, if I come to that, situation, there was nothing to get around, you wouldn't. You just sit there digging.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's good bloody teamwork, mate. That was brilliant. And then we breathe a sigh of relief, and then poor old Kip comes up and says, guess what? What happened, Kippy?
I think they can see. I got a flat tire.
Hey, Jared, you got that compressor there, buddy? We have to just pump this Kip's laughing bag up.
This is just when we let it down, just got to be careful.
Yeah, exactly, so you can get to the valve, yeah.
What do they go up to?
Just until it inflates and lifts the car up. Have a look.
Just needs a bit of weight, that's all.
You ever thought of doing F1, mate? Pit crew?
No, way too sweet for that.
No, good. Don't ever.
Seats.
I think that's it, mate.
She's
Yeah.
just here, mate.
Let it down again, mate, that's all.
Play around with that back at camp, eh? It's only just a little bit of a...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, good mate.
So just before we found out that that Kip's tyre had some, it was just a bit of mud in the beaters, bugger all. We'll fix it back at camp because we'll really need to put some more weight on it. We'll let this down. We basically, just before we found that out, we threw all the travel buddies on. We got all pies and that, so probably just as soon as these are ready, we'll have something to eat and then progress on. Hopefully nothing else happens. Geez, I was waiting for the moment to do something like the big channels there. I was thinking of doing like, you know, camping on the side of the track in the thumbnail. I'll do an outline of my head going, oh no, like that in the thumbnail. That'd be great.
We slept on the camp.
Yeah, we slept on the track. So for this whole trip, I thought I'd mention while we're here, while Kip's letting his last tyre down, me and Jared have sort of done our own food shots, but then each night we've sort of alternated who cooks. I didn't show you last night, but we didn't do a pesto pasta last night. We did a, what were they, like burritos?
Yeah, a little Mexican.
Yeah, they were nice.
Wrap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
So today's plan, we're sort of meeting up during the day and saying, yeah, what do you feel like? I've got this, I've got this. Jared's like, I've got a little chicken roast, you know, in case we're a little bit unsure of where we're going to stay tonight. So at least if it ends up being late and uncomfortable, we can have this thing cooked. And is this it here, Jazz?
That's it.
Got the old boneless roasting chicken, the date 25th, mate. Yeah, still another week. Gonna throw it in the travel buddy because Jared's got like 400 batteries in here, so yeah, we'll throw that in the travel buddy. How long would that usually cook for? Maybe like an hour and a half, 2 hours in a normal oven?
Yeah.
So well, my rule of thumb, man, is double it with the travel buddy. So in worst case scenario, if it gets cooked too early, we'll just leave it in the travel buddy, turn it off, and then heat it up, or you know, put it on the keep warm function, and then heat her up later. Slice it. Oh, how do you want to eat it? Like with a fork? I'm waiting. Yeah. Like slice it up in wraps or rolls, or cook some veggies on the pan or something maybe later.
Veggies, yeah.
Do a bit of a nice healthy roast.
An hour 20 oven.
Hour 20. So yeah, allow 3 hours,
Yeah.
3.5 hours from this to heat up as well. Beautiful. That should be good. I'll show you the finished product later. We'll keep smashing down this track and see what it's got in store for us. Hopefully this camp tonight eventuates.
She keeps calling me so confused. She keeps calling me and not well. Been so long in this hell, so confused.
So this track that we're taking straight across this telegraph track seems to be up this end getting a heap and a heap and a heap more wetter. I'll try and get a bit of footage of how wet it actually is. I've just been enjoying the puddle so far, to be honest. So we're pretty much at the end of the, you know, the wet and the boggy stuff type of thing. Now we're sort of just here at the start. I think it's called somewhere along Fisheries Road, I think. I don't think it's the start of it, but the boys are airing back up to 25. I'm at sort of 22, so I'm going to leave them there. I'm just going to throw this 40 litres of diesel back in because I'm getting pretty low on fuel. And that should cover me until the rest of the trip, basically, to get back out. So the next thing after this is we're going to try still get to that beach. So we might even have to air down again, to be honest. We'll see how we go. Outstanding. Thank you,
Cheers,
guys.
boys.
Thank you so much, lads. What a freaking adventure.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Now, first off, guys, this, I need to let you know that last night we ended up at a caravan park of all bloody places. As it would happen, we were going to start a track, but it was getting close to 5 o'clock and we would have been driving into the night. We didn't know the conditions. It said impassable, didn't it?
Impassable and wet, and
Yeah.
it'd been very wet.
Yeah, and we set the run up too as well, have a look. So.
Yeah, so Matt, you threw the drone up, threw it down the track a little bit,
okay, yeah.
and it just looked to be getting a lot worse. So
That, and it was a particularly narrow track, and we had an issue. We'd be able to turn that liner around.
yeah, exactly. So I want to mention next that I would love to meet up with these guys, or possibly might shoot it tomorrow night, because we're ending the series here. But I'd love to do like a little debrief, look back on the trip with these guys around a fire. I'll try to, because there was so much interesting stuff that happened on this trip, wasn't there? It was a trip of a lifetime, dude.
It never stopped.
No, it really didn't. It was tiring as well.
And didn't let down.
It did.
No,
No way in the world did it.
Except maybe the caravan park, which is a lovely caravan park, but it's just not our style.
You're so right though. Caravan parks are like my little nightmare. Like it's far too close. There's no privacy. There's nothing like this. There's a freshwater stream right behind the camera. Huh?
Yeah.
Just a quick question. Hino, how did it go?
Right with it, mate. That's
Oh,
put it through its paces anyways. Like,
for
Oh, hell
eight and a half ton,
Yeah.
did you say?
it'd be around that. Yeah, I don't
No,
know
it's hard to know.
exact, but yeah, it'd be around that.
9 ton with the beers.
So,
Yeah, done with the bits.
nah, stoked, mate.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Good run down for it.
Can I take the chance to thank you guys as well? Best crew in the world. I thank you, boys.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, and
What a trip.
we'll be 100%. Many more to come, but guys, I hope you've enjoyed this series. I wanted to keep the episodes long, but the amount of episodes short, just to try and cram a lot in. Goddamn, guys, the camera keeps turning off. I don't know what the deal is. But the next thing I was going to say is that for this series, I really hope that you've enjoyed it. I've tried to keep the amount of episodes short, so there's only 4 for this series, but I wanted to keep the episodes long. Let me know what you think of that format, but I don't want to piss around because that sun's sinking. Brownie's got the right idea. It's time to wrap this trip up. We've got a couple of days where I'm going to be shooting a few walk-arounds, but these are days to ourselves that we just really want to enjoy and wind down from this awesome action-packed trip. I don't know how many words it is, but like, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Comment is the main thing. I love engaging with you guys, so comment away whether you like something or whether you don't. Let me know. wacampingadventures.com.au. Get your merch. There should be heaps of stuff online by the time this video comes out. Consider becoming a Patreon if you like what you see and you want to support the guys. We do extra campouts, we do extra episodes, I do behind the scenes episodes, I do early release episodes. Holy crap! How have I not started yet, Tomo? Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next series.
My touch the charge for them bank rolls and I'm grinding. Money on my mind and I'm headed to the top. I won't stop until I find it. Write my name in diamonds, but all these lights are blinding. I wonder, is it worth it? Feel like I'm losing my mind. Yeah, remind me.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark. Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy, 'cause you're right.